assalamu alaikum, and a very warm welcome to the entire media fraternity present on this occasion. It is indeed a privilege and a pleasure to have in our midst the entire superstar cast and crew of one of the most anticipated and awaited films of the year, Agneepath. So without much ado, let me introduce you to the dignitaries present on stage before we proceed with the press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the original rock star of Bollywood, playing the main antagonist in the film Kancha China, and whose look in the film is already creating rave reviews, Mr. Agneepath. Adding a lot of color, substance and spice to the film is the vivacious, the scintillating, the multi-talented Miss Priyanka Chopra. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the main protagonist of the film, the man who walked the line of fire, Vijay Dinanath Chauhan, who has been brought to life by handsome Hrithik Roshan. Also on the stage, representing Eros Group, the largest distributors of Bollywood films in the world, Mr. Pranav Kapadia, President, Marketing and Distribution. Representing Dharma Productions, the leading film production house, Mr. Apurva Mehta, CEO. A big round of applause also to the organizers of the event, SR Events, represented by Mr. Javed Mohammed and Mr. Rashid Saeed. Also gracing the stage is Mr. Yaqub Al-Ali.
Good afternoon. We would like to start with Mr. Agneepath saying something about his role in Agneepath. Would you like to say something, please?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't get worse and bad than this culture. I really enjoyed doing it. Really enjoyed working with Hrithik after Mission Kashmir. It's been a beautiful experience. Thanks to everybody. Apurva, Karan, thanks.
Thank you very much. We would like to go ahead with the very beautiful Ms. Priyanka Chopra. Would you like to say something about your role in the movie?
I would as soon as I get a mic. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone here, and thank you so much for being here in such a large capacity. We are very excited to bring our film Agneepath here. If I could say anything on behalf of the team, I would just like to say that the response for the film has been so amazing, and for me, playing Kali was very, very special. She, I feel, is the soul and the softness in the film, and I was really happy when Karan came and narrated my part to me, and I hope that when you watch the film, you feel the way I felt while I was doing the movie. It's a really special movie, and I think Karan's done an outstanding job.
Thank you very much. And the heartthrob, Mr. Hrithik Roshan, would you like to say some words about your role in the movie?
Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try and keep the mic at a safe distance so that you don't hear my heart palpitating right now. For some reason, it just hit me that the film is done and it's about to release. It's been a fantastic journey, and I think we've all just put in so much into it that the anxiety and the excitement and the nervousness right now is quite justified. We are here with the promo of the film. I hope you like that, and here to answer your questions if you have any. Thank you once again for being here, and yeah, God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we start with the question and answer rounds, we would like to take you the theoretical screening of the movie.
Master
बच्चों से खेलने की उम्र में ही उसने बंदूक की गोलियों से खेलना सीख लिया।
मैं तुम्हें बकरी अड्डा और टोकरी गिरा के देता हूँ और इस बात का ऐलान करता हूँ कि इनकी सरपरस्ती और मिल्कियत सिर्फ तुम्हारी रहेगी।
मैं कालीन का उड़े।
तुम क्या लेके आए थे और क्या लेके जाओगे? रह जाएगा सिर्फ एक इंसान, सर्वशक्तिशाली, सर्वशक्तिमान कामचा।
विजय चौहान एक छोटे से गांव के मास्टर का बेटा मुंबई के अंडरवर्ल्ड का बादशाह बनना चाहता है।
राज उसे कर लेते, गलती तो तेरी है। कल जिसने देखा है विजय रहे या मैं देखूंगा गीता का 19 स्वाध्याय विजय दीनानाथ चौहान को मरना पड़ेगा।
मैं मरता हूं, तुम्हारा इंतजार है। राम जी नंगा प्रधान
लंका तो चल गई कांचा। अब ऊपर जाकर आराम से सोचना कि नई लंका का रूप क्या होगा।
Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is now open to questions. Would request you to wait your turn with the mic before you ask questions, please. And let's ensure that we ask questions pertaining to the film and the respective roles of the films. Thank you.
Please have the mic. Can someone go ahead with the question, please?
Lady over there. Yeah.
Brazil from here. Why don't you take my question, please? Sorry, I don't have a mic. When your name was announced for this role and keeping the original movie in mind, a lot of people thought that your pretty boy looks come in the way. So, do you think that after the movie's release, your critics will be impressed by what you've done?
Hello? Yeah. Well, you know, as an actor, it's my job and my duty to explore the art. A lot of people thought that my whatever, you say looks. I think what you're trying to say is that maybe I would not suit a slum boy because of my color or something. But I think acting is all about expression. It's not about your features as much as how you're expressing the emotion. When I did Koigalia, a certain section thought that it would not be appropriate for me, but that went down quite well for me. So I'm hoping films like Koigalia, Akbar had those issues when I started out, and they ended quite well for me. So I'm hoping this one also justifies me being the actor and proves it worth it for me.
Yes, please, can you go ahead? You have the mic, please.
Excuse me. My question is to...
Hi there.
And this is ridiculously loud. Hi, this is Bindu from Everest 24/7. My question is actually for all of you. I mean, comparisons to the original is inevitable. I mean, how do you handle that? And was there any advice that you took from Mr. Bachchan, Mr. Dutt, you took from Danny, or did you revisit the film while you were actually trying to get into the characters? Thank you.
What's the first part of your question?
Comparisons.
Well, I think the audience will react exactly the way I reacted because I was against doing a remake. especially when the remake is of a classic. In my head, I just kept saying, why destroy the sanctity of something that is so amazing? Why go there? And especially, why should I go there when Mr. Bachchan has done what he has done in that film? Why should I do that to myself? But the narration, the script, the screenplay, it just broke all my preconceived notions. It went through all the layers and it just hit my heart. So I just put my head down after I heard this screenplay, and I put my head down. I shook my head. I said, I have to do this. Why will I not do a good film? It just was a good script, and there was no reason not to do it. So comparisons is good. Maybe it'll excite the people more to come and watch it, even if they want to just come and compare it and put it down, whatever. Come and watch the film. That's all I care about.
Did Mr. Bachchan give you any tips, or did you approach him?
All I took from Mr. Bachchan is a lifetime of inspiration since I was a child. So yeah, and that's about that was enough. It's sufficed.
Mr. Dutt?
Well, like what Ritik said, the script was phenomenal and is phenomenal, and it doesn't remind you of Agneepath, at least it remind me. Just the premise is Agneepath, but everything is different. And I just want to correct you about one thing. I think he looks like a very tough guy. And he's very, very convincing, as we did in Chauhan, lives in the slums. Yeah, thanks. And about Danny Saab is a legend. He's an awesome actor, a great villain. And I think Kancha is not little, but he's very, very different. He's more grounded, he's more crazy, he's more mad. I like that.
So, is it true that when you said in an interview that you actually scared yourself when you saw yourself on the screen for the first time?
He scared me for sure. Threw me out of my character so many times. The moment the director used to say action, and he used to turn and look at me, I was like, cut. I need to build myself up a bit more for that look.
Yeah, actually, we were dubbing for the Pamax, and after about 10 minutes through the fight with him, especially when I say that dialogue, I just told Karan, I just need a break for about 10 minutes. So he got worried with what's happening. I said, why don't you go out, just take some fresh air. So he came to me, he said, something is worrying you. So I said, I'll tell you if you don't laugh at me. I said, I can't see myself. That is not me. I can't see myself. So I'm scaring myself, actually. It's pretty scary.
Thank you.
Sanjay here. My question is to Mr. Sanjay Dutt. You have always made that look very good. Like in Kanaik or anything, you have always made the bad characters look good. And I would like to ask you, how different and how bad and mean is Kancha from that of Mugamba or Gabbar Singh?
See, my favorite villain is Gabbar Singh. But Gabbar Singh here had a heart a little bit. Kancha doesn't.
Hi, this is Manju Raman.
Excuse me, sorry to catch you in between. Can you please just say which press you are from, introduce yourself, and go ahead with your questions.
Manju Raman from Film Fair Middle East. My question is to all three of you. I wanted to know, in each of your characters, what is the vulnerability which we need to also look for when we look at film? You just said that your character is heartless. So, are there any vulnerabilities in the character that make it more real, more identifiable?
He's the same with his father, he's the same with everybody.
He's just evil. Kali's character is vulnerable, but she's yet extremely strong. She's been in love with Vijay's character since they were kids. And she knows what his life's mission is, and she knows his issues, and her only, I think, the only thing that she stands for in her life is Vijay. And she says, you know what, do what you have to do, I'll take care of everything. It doesn't matter. She loves him that unconditionally. So her vulnerability is her strength. And I think that is what the strongest part of Kali is.
And my answer to your question is yes. That's it, yes. There are moments where he's vulnerable, but I wouldn't like to expand on that. You must watch the film for that. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rekha from Masala. My question is again to three of you. This is about the comeback of the villain that everybody is talking about. You know, from Ravan to Ronto and now Kancha, it's like the villain is being regularly promoted and highlighted. What do you think the reason behind this trend?
What is the one?
The negative character is being really highlighted and promoted.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is talk about the comeback of the villain in the Hindi movies. So what do you think?
Well, I guess villains have always been around, but what I think you're trying to say is that in the recent past, well, I guess it's the whole David versus Goliath. You know, the larger the villain, the more impossible the journey, the more entertaining the film. You know, it's just like life. The more impossible it seems, the more impossible your struggles seem, the victories seem even more enjoyable. So I think it's just like that. It's just the equation of nature, I guess.
So in Krish 3 would be seeing the same thing with you?
Yeah. I don't think, it'll be a big task to match up to Kancha, but I'm sure we'll get somewhere.
Next question, please.
Hi, good evening. My name is Suruchi. I'm from Radio 4. My question is to Mr. Dutt here. Well, as there are Bollywood cult classics, there are cult heroes that we look up to. Kancha Tina is one character which everybody looks up to as, a cult classic villain character. How did you first react when the role actually came to you?
You look up to Kancha Tina? Well, Karan called me up, and Karan Malhotra came and narrated the script, and the script was just awesome. And the film, he narrated me Kancha, and it kind of excited me because I've never played a character like this in my life. And then he went ahead and he showed me some sketches, and I saw him bored. So I said, why is this guy bored? So he told me, we need him to be without hair. So that was even more exciting. And I think eventually we went and I cut my hair and we started shooting, and I started enjoying how Kancha was, except for the end when we were cutting. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
You went not once but twice to Salon Rome.
Yes, Apurva.
Could you tell us the story behind that?
Huh?
Could you tell us the story behind that? Like, what not?
The story behind that was that the prosthetics melted off in tube. So I had to shave my head. So I did that, and towards the end of the schedule, I said, is there anything left? So they said, no. And my hair grew back a little bit. They said, we have to reshoot a scene again. I said, okay. So I shaved my head. I said, anything more now? They said, no. Then after a month, they said, there's a song. So I had to do it again.
Hi, this is Manzoor Bhatti from Jazeera Urdu TV. My question is that we saw the trailer. It's full of comedy, full of action. But the comedy, इसमें कुछ expect नजर नहीं आ रहा मुझे. तो comedy के बारे में बताइएगा फैमिली जरा. Comedy expect किया है इस फिल्म के अंदर. क्योंकि comedy हमने देखा आज के अभी full action से था.
You want to see a comedy film?
What's the comedy? Any scene is comedy. What was the comedy aspect there in this film? Agneepath.
Yeah, the genre of the film is not comedy. So if you want to watch a comedy film, I think you'll have to watch some other. But what I will say is that it's especially the character of Kancha is so entertaining that you cannot possibly not have a smile on your face while his scenes are on. You're just watching like this, and like, oh my God, that is insane.
Good afternoon. I'm here. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Dubai. Basically, I'll be a little bit greedy and I'm going to ask 3 questions for the 3 stars. I'll start with Hrithik Roshan and I'll tell him, after a long time, you're doing an action movie. So, what do you think of the role that you have been performing in Agneepath, and what was the preparation for that?
The preparation, well, I just had to go up there. That's all I had to do, and that was it. And because everything that I had to prep for had already been done, and incorporated in the script, and it was all there for me. All the stimulus that I wanted was already there. It was existing. Action film, yeah. Well, the only thing that comes to mind that I want to say about the action in this film is that in the climax of this film, whatever you see Vijay doing, you see his face, he's half dead, and his shirt is torn, and he's fighting, he's in excruciating pain. All that is real. Now, I was going through all that because, of course, I was fighting the Goliath here, and we shot that for about 18 days, and at the end of, I think, the last 2 or 3 days, when Sanju sir had to throw a punch at me, he just plain flat used to refuse, and I'm not going to hit me anymore because I was like, so it was the toughest action sequence I have shot in my life, especially because of the location and the heat, and it was just insane. So the climax of this film, where Vijay is concerned, was all real. It was not an act. So I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much. My second question is for Priyanka Chopra. You played a Marathi character in Kamine, and what makes this movie different, or this role in Agneepath different than the previous one?
The character that I played in Kamine was a college-going young girl who was fun, spunky, and had no sense or any sort of maturity in her head. She just knew what she wanted, and she just wanted to get it, and there was no thought process. She had a lot more freedom, but when it comes to Kali, yes, the similarity will be probably body language, probably the fact that this girl lives in a chawl, but the difference is that Kali is a lot more sensible, and she knows when she has something, and she knows when she won't get it, and she's okay with that. She's a girl who's taught herself how to live differently in a very difficult environment. So she's a little bit more grown up than her age. And I think that's the difference. She has a lot of stability. And that's the difference between the two.
My last question will be to Sanjay Dutt, and definitely your new look is a point of attraction for everyone. I wanted to know, how did you prepare for this role, and what was, let's say, the obstacles or the things that you had to prepare for in order to come up with this look? Thank you.
Well, like I said, the prosthetics didn't work, and there was a huge unit in new waiting, and I had to decide. I had to decide that I had to just cut my hair, and I did that, and I think it was the best thing for me as an actor, because I was comfortable after that, instead of having something on your head the whole day. And it was a very, very difficult shoot, like what Hrithik said, with the heat and with the dust. And, everything was an impossible condition there, and the climax. There came a time I stood everything. I said, well, why do you say yes to everything?
No, just say I don't want to do it.
I remember it was going to be evening, and there was this one shot. I told, spectacular for 10 times. And then they said, okay, the shot is down below, and I'm dragging him. And they went to Hrithik sir, hand up. I said, क्यों डाल दो यार? अभी शाम कल कर लो यार. It's a little bit happened. I mean, so really, there came a point where I said I can't do it now. Because, but it was absolutely, really, really tough.
Can we just have the lady over there ask a question?
question is for the CEO of Dharma Productions. Karan Johar said in a press conference that he didn't believe in doing remakes. So what made you guys change your mind?
The film is essentially not a remake. You know, it's he's right about that because you can't touch something that's legendary, and it would almost be foolish to try and emulate it or copy it. So it's more of an adaptation, and it's almost a homage and tribute to the original. And yes, the premise is same in terms of Brigadier General taking revenge for the richest artist, but the entire journey is different. So it has its own soul and its own journey.
Next question, please.
Just thinking a bit more on the question. Mithun Ji's character in the original is legendary. I mean, you know, there have been people on Facebook, pages have come out to say that this is one character that should have actually made it to the remake, or to the new version of the drama. I mean, what's your take on that?
Unfortunately, I haven't progressed to writing scripts yet, but I will certainly pass the question on to the producer and director. I think it's just the director's creative call. You know, Karan Johar's vision of how he saw the film, and I think he did what he thought.
Hi. Rishi Kapoor's role is totally new to us on the movie and this trailer we saw. So how was it working with Mr. Rishi Kapoor, and what is his role in the movie?
Chintu Uncle is what I call him. So yeah, working with Chintu Uncle was absolutely incredible. It was like, I didn't really feel very, very good because he made me feel old. Because him being, you know, his size and his age, while fighting with him, he was like, you know, scraping his knees, he was falling down and getting back up and saying, chalo, 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 next shot. And I'm like, you know, my knees are hurting, and you know, I didn't even fall, and my knees are hurting, and I'm like, God, you know, he's always been known to have that youthful, you know, vibe as an actor. I just want to say, I think he's still the youngest actor out there. He just is absolutely incredible. He's the strongest guy, and I think what he's done in this film after working as an actor for so many decades, he is, after so much time, once again doing something that he's never done. You know, he's in a completely new avatar. You have never seen Rishi Kapoor in the way he is in this film. So
Thank you.
Watch out for that.
Ritik, I remember when Going India got released, you said it was the toughest film of your career so far. Then came Guzarish and you said it was the toughest film so far. And after Agneepath, you have claimed in interviews that
Krish is the toughest film I've ever done.
So is Agneepath
Which I'm going to do now. All the others were okay. Krish is going to be the toughest.
So at present, you said Agneepath happens to be the toughest.
Yeah, it was. It was the toughest film. But now it's Krish.
So what was the reason so far for Agneepath to be the toughest film? Was it just because it's an Amitabh Bachchan film, or other factors?
A lot of reasons, but mostly because it was, I mean, Priyanka's reaction to me doing the film was was proof enough that it should be my toughest film. Because when I told her this is what I'm doing, she said, "What? Are you serious? No, you want to play a man? Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" It's like, "Okay, well, your choice." So it was.
Why are you making it sound like I never believed in you?
Yeah.
I always did on set.
She of course did, but that was her way of motivating me to give it my best.
After I convinced myself that he could do it, then I did.
So, well, to be honest, I think the idea, you know, the trajectory that I'm on, I just want to, I take from my movies, you know, I choose the films that I think will help me evolve as a person, as an actor. So if I'm doing something, you can be sure that it's something that I think I can't do, and that's how I, you know, operate. I don't have any other way.
I'd just like to add to that.
Yes, please. Something nice about me.
No, I don't do that. But I think first of all, it's a mammoth task to take on a film like this. Not just by the actors who have to play parts which have been played and remembered, but also by the director. But I think what is fascinating about Agneepath is that Karan has evolved Agneepath into his own vision, Karan Malhotra. And both these gentlemen have played, I mean, my part's not a remake, my part is completely freshly written, hence I'm not including myself in this, but both these gentlemen, when you watch the film, because I've seen the whole film, I can say it, have played their parts tremendously, like, incredibly differently. You will never feel it's the same Mr. Bachchan or the same Danny Sir playing those parts, because they're not the same people anymore. And I think that's what, when you watch the film, you feel like it's a new movie completely. The only thing that reminds you of the older Agneepath is the premise of the movie. Otherwise, nothing else. And that was evident on script level.
After video, I just wanted to know, Kali and Vijay, the romantic chemistry. We've seen the song O Saiya on YouTube, and the chemistry is phenomenal. So, Ritik, I'd like to ask you, how...
Yeah, it's all real. we just, we are like that. That was the easiest thing to do. That's it.
I'd like to add on. There was a scene, the Ganpati song that you're doing, Priyanka, my question is to, and it's on Radio 4 and you want to
Yes, we have.
And there was a song where I think your dress got on fire. So I'd like to know about that.
I'm a little bit of a klutz, a little bit. And so we had this big Ganpati, and he was about 20 feet or something. And we had this massive aarti going on, and you had to look up at me. And I didn't realize that I was standing really close to the diyas, and my ghagra caught fire. And I was still doing the shot, and then somebody came screaming and said, "Aag lagi, aag lagi." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And my ghagra was on fire. Yeah, so I stood a little close to the fire. I do things like that.
Last 3 questions, please.
Sanjay sir, my question is to you. This is your first collaboration with Dharma Productions and working with Karan Johar. How was it working with him and how was the experience like?
It was the second one in Kumra Brothers.
Yeah, on the production.
You're angering Kanchana.
I don't want to do that.
Be careful.
It's been a wonderful experience working with Karan. I mean, as a producer, he just left everything to Karan Malhotra. I never saw him once on the set. I mean, he just believed in him, he believed in his script, he believed in his actors, and the production gave him everything he wanted, everything he desired in every capacity. And, I mean, I think that's the way movies are made, where movies are made with passion, with love for movies, and that's the way I think of it.
No. No.
But I know what the next film is going to be a nice comedy action. I mean, we both should love each other.
Yeah. And I'm just happy that, God has answered my prayers. I still have my hair. I have no interest in going forward.
Ritik, can we expect a male of Chikni Chameli? Is there anything?
What is a male of Chikni
You are going to dance for the song? I mean, we've seen Katrina Kaif dancing. So
Where? In Krish? You want to sing Krish?
No. Chikni Chameli. Of the song Chikni Chameli in Agneepath.
Yeah.
Are you going to dance for the song?
No, I don't need to.
You don't need
She's
to?
done it all. I don't need to add to that at all. It's absolutely fantastic.
Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Megha. I'm from 7 and 8. My question is for Mr. Sanjay. like people in Dubai have an appreciation, and they're curious to know about your customized number plates. Like, why do you have 45, 45? What's the significance for all your number plates in 45, 45?
Means I'm just 45 years old.
45.
You gotta stop there. Stop.
It's number 9 is lucky.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence. Thank you.